Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Crypto.com NFT Twitter Spaces. Our first gaming-centric drop on Crypto.com NFT is going down tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And that drop we're going to be talking about today is Kryptomon. We've got some of the folks here from Kryptomon. We've got Amit, and Maurice should be joining us shortly. He's just kind of on his way home. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what your role is within the Kryptomon project?
Yeah, sure. So as I was saying, I've been in the crypto space for 8.5 years now. I started, I think it was early 2014, bought my first Bitcoin there, and my first Ethereum at $10 in early 2016. I've been investing in the crypto space ever since then. At that time, it wasn't really interesting because no one was really interested within crypto. And then in early 2017, crypto became interesting to the retail market. And then I turned into something of like an OG because I was there before it was really interesting to others. Due to that fact, I started advising companies in early 2017. I joined companies as an advisor, but also was working in one that I was advising as a token architect and product manager. We were focusing on security tokens and tokenizing real estate. And I was a very early investor in Axie Infinity, and I saw the significant value within utility NFTs. So I decided to join a gaming company in mid-19 in order to understand the product funnels and marketing funnels of traditional gaming. Been there until mid-2021. Then I joined Kryptomon as a chief strategy officer. And basically my responsibility is all strategic partnerships that we onboard, crypto strategy, marketing strategy within the company, also, roadmap moving forward, short-term, mid-term, long-term. And that's about it.
Nice, man. So you've been pretty early in the crypto space and you've done just a little bit of everything. And that kind of sounds like exactly what you're doing here with Kryptomon, just a little bit of everything, eh?
That's how it feels. That's how it feels sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right. So maybe to our folks in the audience who don't have a good idea of what Kryptomon is, can you give us maybe just a little overview of the project for our community members that couldn't join the Twitter space last Thursday?
Sure. So if I need to sum it like real short, then Kryptomon is a gaming project on Binance Smart Chain. And it's basically a fusion between CryptoKitties, the breeding NFT project from very early 2018, with Tamagotchi and Pokemon. I think all of us in Kryptomon are avid gamers, and we had like this vision of recreating what we thought Pokemon have never got to. So we basically embedded and are using blockchain technology in order to include both Tamagotchi functions and Pokemon functions. Obviously, we are similar in a way, definitely not identical, and we do have great vision moving forward in order to create a really great game.
Awesome, man. Yeah, Pokemon and Tamagotchi, both two very generational things that I'm sure a lot of our audience can relate to. And perfect. We've got Maurice here. Here, give me 1 second. I'll pull Maurice up.
Yeah,
hey, Maurice, how you doing today? Hey, Maurice, are you with us there?
Yeah, he's muted. Maurice,
yeah.
You're muted.
I'm with you guys. Thank you for having me. Sorry that I was late, but I had some problems. So, but I'm here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries at all. We're happy to have you here. So we were just getting back to the questions.
Yeah.
Our next question would be, our collectors will be ready on drop day to purchase their Kryptomon eggs for sure.
Yes.
But I just wanted to talk a little bit about what happens after they secure their egg. So once a collector has an egg in their possession, what's the next step for the NFT holder to start hatching their Kryptomon egg?
Maurice, do you want to take that, or
yeah, maybe you can tell it. Yes.
No problem.
Okay.
So basically, in terms of the functionality within our game, we're basically in our drop. They will be celebrating what we call the PvE function, which is the player versus environment that will be launching in around a month. But until now, we do already have the Tamagotchi function already live and also the breeding capabilities. So when you look into what we're offering, we're basically enabling Crypto.com users to buy the Kryptomon NFT that both enables them to take care, nurture their Kryptomon after they hatch it, but also participate in our play and earn functions that we have what is called the quest chain, where basically you have 10 weekly tasks that when you complete them within the Tamagotchi functions, then you receive certain rewards. Some of them are in-game assets. Some of them are in our token, our native token Kmon. And basically we enable those who own an NFT egg that will hatch into a Kryptomon to start earning and also play our game.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. And just to clarify, the actual egg hatching itself, is that, a click of a button, or is it like a matter that you'll need to, feed the egg, or?
Yeah, so in terms of how it goes, basically in our dashboard where you see your NFT, you have the option of hatching your egg. And then at that point in time, a procedural event is being triggered within our platform, and then you will meet your Kryptomon for the first time. Each Kryptomon is unique in its appearance, and each Kryptomon has very different attributes in terms of its ego, constitution, and so on. So every Kryptomon is unique. It's some form of digital pet, and those who buy those NFTs will have those opportunities.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. We've had a couple community members who are a little bit curious about, the process of how the egg goes to Kryptomon. So excellent. Thank you very much for clarifying that.
I think that it's very difficult to explain your game with all the knowledge that you already have on it to people that are
for sure
first minutes, because you need to have a ground base to explain everything. So if I'm not clear enough, or if something is misunderstood, just tell me and I'll elaborate.
Perfect. Thank you very much there. And I completely understand how that is, because I know when I'm talking with people about the platform, some things might seem very obvious to me, but not necessarily to a new user. So I appreciate that.
Sure.
Now, moving forward, guys, so along with your roadmap, you guys have a pretty comprehensive roadmap on the site, but then you also have different project goals kind of set out in a seasonal format. Now, it seems right now we're in season 1. What is to come for the rest of season 1? And then moving forward into kind of season 2 and 3, what do you folks have on the horizon?
What do we have on the horizon? It started 1 year ago, and we started just with the NFT, with the wish to build a full-fledged game. But now, let's say season 2, it's the Tamagotchi functionality, what we have right now. But season 3, we can take it really the next step and build a whole 3D world around it. So, but of course, we need to do that in a storyline of way. So, this is how we are approaching it.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So in terms of our current roadmap, so to speak, so we already launched our Tamagotchi phase, and we already launched the play and earn mechanics. On top of that, we already launched the breeding phase. This happened in Q1, and now in Q2, our main focuses are two. First is launching our apps both on the Google Play Store and the App Store. And on top of that, we have the Play versus environment that we'll be launching, that you'll be able to participate in and get rewards while completing the story mode versus an AI. And moving forward, we're now starting to build our metaverse, starting to transition into 3D. And by the end of the year or early Q1 of 2023, we'll be fully transitioned into 3D modeling. So I think the most important function that will go live is happening in Q3, and this will be the player versus player functionality. But in order to get there, we have to sell NFTs, because when you have a matchmaking algorithm, you have to have two players pretty much in the same, what's called an MMR, matchmaking rating. And if you have two of those at those levels, then you won't have a long queue. So if we would have had currently we have 11,500 NFTs, but only 6,000 token holders, NFT holders, then when you participate within the ecosystem, you need another player to play against you. And in order for you to be able to not stand in line for 3 minutes waiting for a player to join you and play against you, and maybe you would leave the game just because no one is matched with you, then we have all those, like we're doing right now in Crypto.com. We're creating the sale, so we increase our player base, and doing that will enable the player versus player function to be relevant.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you both for the clarification there. There's, I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys, but there's certainly a lot going on in the Kryptomon world and on the Kryptomon roadmap as well. And these guys are hard at work building it. Now, I can't remember if it was Maurice or Amit who mentioned it, but you guys did mention the full moon egg hunts, and I saw them mentioned on the website. I was just wondering, maybe we could get a little more information on what they are all about and how people can get involved.
Very cool question, because let's say we're running into it on purpose or unpurposely. But we realized that our project started exactly 1 year ago on I think the 20th April of 2021. It was during the big pink moon, so to say, and we needed to find a rhythm and a story, and that's why we built this full moon treasure hunt. So we could have an event each and every month during the full moon. And it's connected with our game, where you can hunt for eggs, loot boxes, or food for your Kryptomon. And it's a separate thing, but you can see it like level 0. Everybody can participate when you have a Kryptomon NFT. But you can also invite all of your friends. So it's really a thing what you do together, and it really worked, and it really has traction, and it's becoming a part of our story. And this is the actual moon rhythm, like everywhere on the planet. There's always on the same day the full moon. So really cool how to see that growing.
Yeah, perfect. No, it sounds really cool. I'm just a little bit curious about the actual process for the user. So what would the user be doing during the egg hunt in order to hopefully secure an egg?
Everybody is familiar with the Pokemon Go concept, right? So, and we want to take our project a little bit further instead of a static screen game, so to say. And especially during the COVID and lockdown period, we really want to promote it, that people go outside and move and meet each other in real life. And that really worked. And it bonded people. It really created community, and we got lots of videos for people who were participating in the hunt. So it's really a community thing. At the first hunt with what you are doing, you're really becoming part of the community. And as I said, it's really the level 0 of our game. And just do the hunt. The hunt is running right now. It's not possible to participate at this stage because you need to be whitelisted. But the next full moon, obviously you can come join. Yeah.
Yeah, so every just to elaborate on what Maurice said, so every NFT holder basically has access to the treasure hunt that takes place every month. On top of that, each NFT holder also gets 10 invite codes for his friends. So if he wants to have someone else participate within the treasure hunt, then this is an option for those who own the NFTs themselves. I think the most beautiful thing about it is the fact that we constantly build our project, and we don't really have let's call it real life connection to our users. But when they share their videos from the treasure hunt, where they basically walk around their city or their village or wherever they're located and looking for Kryptomons, for NFTs, and for in-game items with their friends, and they take videos of it, this is like the first time, this is the times that we see them interacting with our project. And this is like the beautiful thing, that we have the opportunity of seeing how the project that we're building impacts our users and the world, So I think in this particular ecosystem, where we have around 30 to 40,000 participants each month, we have around, I think it's like 50,000 kilometers walked per month, only because of our game. So it's really beautiful to see.
Yeah, it's really cool to see.
That's awesome, guys. I love the whole, integrating it with, that augmented reality aspect where you're actually searching for things in real life. I think that's one of the coolest things that almost any project can do, because I find, in NFTs, there's such a severe disconnect between the real world and your digital world, both in your head and kind of, in real life as well. It's something really difficult to bring together.
Yes, and
Definitely.
this is actually also our main proposition, right? We are exploring what a live NFT could be. So, what is an NFT in your life, and especially with the Kryptomon, like your digital pet? Yeah, it really needs to be part of your life. So, yeah, super cool to see that everybody is participating each and every month. Yeah, and that the community is growing. Yeah, very nice.
Great, guys. Yeah, no, that's super fun. And the next full moon, we'll be looking for the next one. So, guys, moving forward to the next question, one thing that everybody I've talked to on your side of things has made clear to us over our chats is that you guys are building a game first and tokenomics second. The game, in our chats, we've expressed the game has to be interesting and have a player base, or else, tokenomics don't necessarily matter too much. But that being said, could you guys go into the tokenomics just a little bit? Maybe introduce us to Kmon and tell us what collectors can use Kmon for in the game and how they can earn it within the game.
Okay, so I'll divide my answer into two. First of all, in terms of in-game usage, so the Kmon token is the native token within the Kryptomon universe. That's the first thing. And in terms of how it looks, then basically you use the Kmon token in order for you to do things within the game. So you can buy loot boxes where you have in-game items to train your Kryptomon, take care of it, nurture it, and train it. On top of that, you use Kmon in order to breed. So when you want to breed your Kryptomon, there are two options. Either you have two Kryptomons, male and female, that you want to breed, and you can also see the evolution metrics of how the offspring of those Kryptomons should look in terms of its attributes, but not obviously not its appearance, because the appearance is something randomly generated completely, and there will be only one of that kind. And when you breed, you have either the option of having a male and female of your own, or you can also rent like someone else's Kryptomon for breeding purposes. So users within the ecosystem who only have one Kryptomon, or they want to gain more Kmon, our token, then they can list their asset for breeding purposes. So when you as a user want to participate at the breeding, you also need to pay the fee towards the other participant within the ecosystem, the other NFT holder. And you also have the option of renting out your NFT if you only have one, or you want to rent one of yours in order to get more Kmon tokens. And the breeding itself happens in our Kmon token. Now, on top of that, this is the in-game usage. In terms of how you gain Kmon within the ecosystem is exactly what I mentioned before. When you look at the concept of play and earn, and we have always been a play and earn game and not a play to earn game. And I'll just explain like the small differences between the two. Play to earn, basically, when you have two incentivization mechanics. The first one is a monetary one, where you have in-game currency that you receive. The second is how much you enjoy the game. Okay, now play to earn was basically money first, game second. When we look at play and earn, the focus is the game itself, being engaging and enjoyable. But the second is the monetary perspective, where you earn less, but you do earn for your time, because you're not focused on how much exactly you're earning. You're focused on how much you're enjoying the game, but you also get additional revenue from the time that you're spending, basically monetizing your time. Now, in the game itself, as I said before, you have what is called the quest chain. Within the Tamagotchi phase, you will have different tasks to complete every week, 10 tasks, and each task that you complete, you receive either in-game items or Kmon tokens. So that's pretty much the way that you can generate Kmon tokens, either by renting out your NFT for breeding, or if you complete tasks within the Tamagotchi phase.
Great. And just a quick clarification about the, I guess, tasks or quests within the Tamagotchi phase. Are they mainly just like a click and run through kind of quest, or is it kind of a more involved process?
Yeah, so once we go live in a month, around the month with PvE, with player versus environment, then the task will look slightly different. But when we look at the Tamagotchi, it's, for example, keep your Kryptomon happy. So it means it needs to have around above happiness of 85 for 6 hours. Once you complete that, you can go over to next task within the quest chain, and you obviously get rewarded for the quest that you completed. So obviously the tasks grow more difficult as you go along. The first ones are the easiest, and the 10th, 9th, and 10th are the hardest, but they also reward you the best. So it's also that concept of rewards.
Perfect. Yeah, no, that makes sense, guys. And I love how it can evolve, once you guys get to different stages in your project. We're in the Tamagotchi phase right now, but I know that you guys are building, something really, really cool. So I can't wait for everybody to see the next phase. Super exciting.
Thank you.
It is. Thanks.
Worries, guys. So I guess we touched on it a little bit here. But guys, you're one of the few gaming projects out there, or blockchain gaming projects out there, that do have a live breeding system at the moment. I know Amit touched a little bit on the breeding system, but can you tell us, I guess, a little bit how it works and what the goal of breeding within Kryptomon, I guess, would be?
Sure. So in terms of how it looks, in terms of the breeding system itself, you have basically a female and a male. Either, if you, as I've already mentioned, I just won't go into it again and re-explain, but you have a female and a male, either if they're owned by you, and then you don't pay a fee on the renting out of the NFT of others, or you can use one NFT of your own and one of other players. We have a matchmaking, let's call it matchmaking system within our platform, where you have like a marketplace where you can rent out those NFTs, and then you can see the attribute metrics of the offspring. Now, the lower the generation of the Kryptomon, we currently have 11 generations, 12 from 0 to 11. The lower the generation, the smaller the mutable genes. So the mutation factor is lower. So the lower the generation, the more scarce the Kryptomon is, and the less likely it is to mutate and be very different from what you're expecting it to be. Now, the cool thing about the sale, we have from generation 0 to 11. Generation 0 will be 100 maximum ever minted of Kryptomons, and they cannot be generated by breeding. So if you take 2 generation zeros and breed them, you'll receive a generation 1. So it's always like the byproduct of dividing the 2 and adding 1. So it's always minimum 1. And we will also be distributing 1 generation 0 NFT within the sale. So for paying the $85 per NFT, you basically have the option of getting the 1 NFT that is worth around, I think the floor price right now is around $5,000 for that NFT. And there will be only 100 in existence. And Generation 0 has the lowest mutation factor, and Generation 11 currently has the highest mutation factor. But in the sale, because we really enjoyed our relationship with Crypto.com, we decided to only sell 0 to 6. In our previous NFT drops that we had, which we sold on exchanges, we sold 0 to 10. Basically lowering the option of a mutation factor, but also giving higher value NFTs to the participants.
Awesome. Thank you, Amit. That makes a lot of sense. That's excellent that you guys reserved the 1 to 6 for us. I can't wait for that. Folks are really excited. When you get these tiered drops of varied rarities, everybody's of course looking to pull that fantastic, rare, which would be the Generation 0 egg, from what I'm hearing here. So that's what you want to keep your eye out for tomorrow, guys. Generation 0 egg is the one to go for.
Yes, definitely.
And now, again, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but in tomorrow's drop, as we just spoke about, there's a variety of different generations of Kryptomon eggs. So 1 to 6 for our Crypto.com collectors here. Can you tell us a little bit more about the varied rarity of the eggs and explain what the generations mean in relation to the NFT itself?
Yeah, so as I was saying prior, in terms of the generation, first of all, you'll see very different pricings of the floors of each generation. When you look within our marketplace, we already have many, let's call it NFT marketplace partners. We have around 6 of them right now, but we also built our own NFT marketplace. And in the marketplace, you can see the different pricings of each generation from 0 to 11. And obviously 11 are the cheapest ones and 0 are the most expensive, but also generation 1, 2, 3, 4 are all rather scarce. When you take this into account, the generation, the importance of it, at least, is the mutation factor, where you take it into account while breeding. So when you breed two generation zeros, the mutation factor is zero. It's not even a specific percentage; it's just zero. When you take two generations 11 and you want to breed them, you'll never know what to expect when you breed the two. So if you even take two really good generation 11 and you breed them, the result of that relationship, so to speak, or that breeding process will create some form of very unexpected NFT. Could be a good one, could be a bad one, but you're also, of course, spending money as a token holder, as an NFT holder for that breeding. So you want to know that the NFTs that you're creating will have value moving forward. So when you take two generation 0 or two generation 1s and breed them, then you can also expect first a low generation NFT that you're creating. For example, if it's two Gen 1s, then you'll have a Gen 2. On top of that, the mutation factor will be very small, and you can pretty much expect what will be the attributes of the offspring. So if you have really two good two generation 1s, then you'll get a very good generation 2.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, thank you for that. That makes a lot of sense. So the lower generation you have, the better chance you're going to end up breeding out exactly what you do want. And you miss that whole, the mutation element of things that can maybe give you something that you didn't necessarily expect. Can still be good and bad, but definitely a really fun system. A lot of different ways to interact through it. So thank you, guys. Now, guys, we're kind of at an interesting period. So we're just about to move to our community question period. But before we do that, do you guys have any additional details you'd like to share with the community before the drop?
Nothing really from our end. We'll be more than happy to see everyone participating. We have a max limit of 5 NFTs per person. And the previous NFT sales we've conducted, we did 2,000 NFTs and 2,500 NFTs respectively. And we sold out in 0.27 seconds. One was in November, one was in February. And we really hope that this will be the case in this point in time. We have around 450,000 community members, around 180,000 unique, and we know they're really expecting the sale. And we really hope that both Crypto.com users and also our community members will be able to participate in the sale and have time to buy the assets that they wanted to sell to buy there.
Yeah, and I also want to add, please feel free to join the treasure hunt. And especially also the next one, we'll also add Met AMS. It's a big event in Amsterdam next month. If you have an NFT, you will be whitelisted forever. So please join us in the next. I think it's the 14th of June next month, from 14 till 17. So you can find more information on our website if you want.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. That's hilarious. I mean, how many people can say they've sold out an NFT collection in less than a second? Definitely not a lot.
No, we were really enjoyed what we have, and we're really grateful for the support that we're getting from the community. Every time that we conduct those kind of sales, and even when we conducted our initial token listing, that was on the 23rd of August. Then we had like expectancies of like, we thought maybe we'll have people buying the tokens and we'll have interest. But then we went to like 50, 60x within listing. And then we looked at the graphs and we were like, there had to be something wrong. We had to open the liquidity pool wrong. We had some form of problems there, and we had around $25 million in volume.
That's hilarious.
Yes, and we were like, that was really unexpected. And the first sale we conducted, we had like, okay, maybe it will take 5 to 10 minutes to sell out the NFTs, hopefully, because we had a lot of interest from the community. And then basically it sold out, basically not enabling you to press the button. And even us as a team, we were pressing the button to buy as well, because we also wanted more NFTs, because we're not minting them unilaterally by ourselves to
Right.
ourselves. So we were trying to participate, and we didn't understand. We thought there was something wrong, and then we understood what happened. We were really grateful for this kind of support for the community.
Amazing, man. I know that when I'm in kind of a bit of a crisis situation, or what I assume to be a crisis situation, it's pretty stressful, especially if it's one of those ones where it's a live event, or a mint going live and something's wrong. So I'm super happy that it turned out to just be the exact opposite of what you guys were thinking it was, because that must have been a huge weight off your shoulders.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for answering all of our preset questions. We're now at the portion in our show where we're going to turn things over to you, the community. So if you have a question about Kryptomon for Amit or Maurice, please request to speak in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. We'll be bringing people up one by one to ask their questions live. And we already have a good little queue of people who have requested. So without further ado, let's get it started.
Yeah.
We're going to first start it off with DeFi Dave, who is coming up to the stage right now. Dave, how you doing today? Hey, Dave, are you with
Hi,
us?
sorry. Yeah, I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
Hi, Dave.
I was just listening in and looking at your guys, looking at your website. I'm actually really impressed by what you've got to offer. It looks like an established project where you've got quite a big following, and it looks pretty cool. Kudos to you and the team.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Design is all Maurice. Maurice is the chief design officer, so everything that is design related, kudos to Maurice.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks, Dave.
No worries.
Much appreciated.
I just I clicked the request to speak button and forgot I did it like 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I just wanted to say good job, and good job to Crypto.com at the team for sourcing something like this. It's I think it's long overdue.
Oh man, thank you for the warm.
Thank you for the support.
No worries. I'm going to jump back down. So I can speak to you guys soon.
Cool, Dave.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thanks, man.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Dave. And just to let you know, this is the first of many gaming-centric not contests, projects we're going to hope to have through Crypto.com. So much more to come. In the meantime, let's keep it going with the community questions. So we're going to bring up Daddy G. Daddy G coming up with that beautiful loaded lion. Give him 1 second to connect. Daddy G, are you with us?
Yeah, I finally came through the loop. Sorry.
All good.
All good.
I've been jumping in and out. I know you guys had one the other day. I was in. I just had a question. Is this game gonna be available on the phone to play the PvE?
Soon.
Yeah,
very, very soon.
Yeah. In terms of the. We're currently on desktop, but we are developing in Unity, basically enabling us to move towards all operating systems. And we're very soon launching our Tamagotchi functions, the Tamagotchi game, on both Apple Store and the Google Play Store. And then moving forward, once we do go live with the player versus environment, we will also be launching it on mobile as well. So yeah, we'll be supporting mobile by the end of Q2.
Okay, and that's before the PvP, right?
Yes. This will happen in the next few weeks, and then PvE will launch about 3 weeks after.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I appreciate you guys because I don't game on computer. I do everything through my phone. So awesome, good to hear.
Yeah, of course, it's completely understandable. Our focus, when we look at Kryptomon as a company, and we're looking at how the evolution of blockchain gaming looks like, our focus in understanding is that we're not focusing on crypto gamers, right? That's a pretty small population. Our focus is casual gamers worldwide. So when we're building our project, even when we're moving forward with our web version, but moving forward with our app, we're basically planning on lowering the barriers of entry to the game. So our focus is, even if someone doesn't understand what a MetaMask is, what cryptocurrencies are, what a wallet is, what an NFT is, he will still be able to participate within our ecosystem because ever since we started, we focus on partnering with great partners. And the first partnership that we've done was a partnership with Simplex. And Simplex, for those who don't know, it's a fiat on-ramp for crypto. And this basically enables you to buy the tokens, our token, using a credit card. They're also supplying services to Binance as well. So basically, this will enable people who just download our app to participate within our ecosystem with a semi-custodial wallet, where they just need to input their email address and password, and they'll be able to buy our Kryptomon token just by using their credit card, but also buying their NFTs. So they'll be able to participate within our marketplace that will be on the app as well, just by using their credit card. So our focus is just taking our game, simplifying it completely. So the population that will be interested of our game will be the general mass of users within casual gaming, not only casual gaming in crypto. So for that reason, when we move into the mobile, that's only because we understand that to move forward and to be a strong game for the casual gamer perspective, we have to be on mobile.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. From you guys' last AMA, what caught my attention is that you guys are going to be worrying about the actual game and not the tokenomics. And I'm a little bit of a gamer, and I love tokenomics. For some reason, I don't like mixing the two. If I like a game, I don't really care about their tokens about it. I just want to enjoy the game. So I really love that you guys are worrying about the gameplay and people actually enjoying it, because then the rest will roll through. I'm going to step down so somebody else can come up, but thank you guys for your time. For real,
Sure
I'm going to be there in the queue,
Thanks,
and
man.
I'm going to be really upset if I get kicked out of the queue, or I'm like 100,000.
Hopefully not, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you coming up, Daddy G. That was a great question.
I just wanted to elaborate something on what Daddy G said, that he's interested in the game and not the tokenomics in a sense. When we look at casual gaming in crypto, then you have what we said, play to earn, and you have play and earn. And play to earn, due to the nature of it, and we all saw that it's not sustainable when we saw a lot of projects crash because of their token economies while they built their game. We understand that when you look at play to earn, you attract some form or very specific type of audience. So when you're looking at play and earn, you're driving in a very different audience. Due to that fact, our focus is play and earn. So it's casual gamers worldwide, and not just gamers that are looking to create some form of significant income from playing a game that they don't necessarily like. Our focus is building a game that people all enjoy, but they also earn some form of revenue and monetizing their time. So it's the two of them combined.
Yeah, I love it, guys. From the second that I started speaking with you guys, I realized that, this is really the approach that everybody should take. It's all about building a game and a community first. And then if you can, add tokenomics onto the end of it, then there's there's a certain time to do so. But you're right. The blockchain gaming space is so small at the moment. So I think reaching out to the general gaming kind of audience and then slowly integrating and introducing them to blockchain features that, we know can have a great effect for gaming, then it's a really, really, really strong value proposition for just the average person. So I love what you guys are doing in terms of lowering the entry barrier.
Thank you so much. Great to get support.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we'll keep going with these. We'll probably go to around the half-hour mark of this hour. And also bear in mind with me, guys, I know that a few of you have requested, quite a few people requested at once. I'm trying to go in best order of requested, but Twitter doesn't exactly make it easy for you. So we're gonna bring up Ari next.
Sure, Twitter Spaces is still evolving. Slowly
right.
They'll be adding more features, and
Absolutely. Hey Ari, how you doing today? Hey Ari.
Yeah, he's still not added as a speaker. I think it just takes time for some participants.
Okay, got it. He's showing as a speaker on my screen. Here, Ari, actually, you just muted. Can you talk now?
I don't see him.
No,
I don't see him either.
Ari, I'm going to drop you, and then if you do have a question still, please re-request to speak. It looked like Twitter rugged us a little bit there.
Yeah, maybe try leaving the spaces and then rejoining. That solved the issue for me last time when I had troubles.
Perfect. Yeah, for sure. If you do have a question, though, please re-request. I will get you right back up here. But in the meantime, we're going to bring up Minister of Lions. Give you 1 second to connect. Hopefully you have some more luck.
Hello.
Hey,
Are
Minister.
you able to hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Can you
So
hear
sorry.
us?
Yeah, now I can hear you guys. Sorry, I think something wrong with
Oh,
the mic.
good.
Yeah. So actually, I just wanted to ask, for you guys, right?
Can you
This
hear
is
us?
not a Genesis collection in a sense, is it? For this?
So of course, this is not the first drop that we've made. We're pretty different than other blockchain
Mm.
gaming projects, especially when we started. We started in May of 2021, which was rather early before even guilds were created. Only YGG was the only one, and they were only in their beginning. Um, Basically, when we conducted our first, it's not even a sale, we airdropped our first NFTs. So when you look at the process today, where gaming projects first do a mint and then they sell to guilds, sometimes simultaneously, we haven't done so. So we haven't done any sale to guilds. And also, in terms of the, let's call it the Genesis NFTs, we distributed them for active participation within our community. So it wasn't even getting a sale going. The only sales that we conducted was a small community one later on in the process of our project, and also the drops that we're doing with exchanges. So basically, we are not really. We can't really call it a Genesis sale. However, we are selling Genesis NFTs. So Generation 0, Generation 1, Generation 2, up until 6 are NFTs that we distributed within our Genesis distribution of May of last year. So basically, the non-Genesis NFTs are Generation 9, 10, and 11 that are rather new. All of the previous generations were the ones distributed even a year ago when we had our first airdrop. So we can call it some form of Genesis, but it's not like the first NFT sale that we're conducting.
Okay. And also, does this require whitelist, or can all of us, is it open to the public?
Yeah, so the sale itself, I think Damien can elaborate a little bit more, but we're opening it to all Crypto.com participants. So it's open to everyone.
Also, it's based
Yeah,
on
just
a
to
first come,
elaborate.
first serve basis, is it?
Exactly. Minister. So it's going to be first come, first serve basis tomorrow. The NFTs are going to go on sale at 9 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And then from there, you'll just need to click into the drop gate. You'll be able to join a queue. The queue will basically just count you down until the sale begins, and then you'll get a queue number. Once you receive that queue number, you'll have a pretty good idea of if you're going to be able to buy one or not. And once your queue number is called, it will bring you back over to the payments page where you're able to pay for your NFT. And then you can do so using debit, credit, or any of the cryptocurrencies that are supported by Crypto.com Pay.
I see. And also, for this game, right, that y'all will be launching, I mean that y'all already have, right? So how many like players are there at the moment? Around, just a rough number.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind sharing some information. So we currently have around 6,000 NFT holders. So it's basically around 2 NFTs held in average by each participant. And in terms of our daily active users, we have around 2,500 players, which is over 40% daily retention. For those of you who are not coming from the gaming space, it's a significantly high number. We don't expect it to stay this high when we grow our community and grow our game to be hundreds of thousands of players or millions of players. We don't expect to keep that retention rate. In terms of our monthly active user engagement, we're around 5,000 players. So from our 6,000 players, for our 6,000 NFT holders, 5,000 of them play the game monthly, 2,500 of them play daily.
I see. Okay, one more question for me is that what will the mean price actually be?
The mint price is $85, where the value of the assets is around at least $85. However, we do have the more scarce NFTs, that is Generation Zero and Generation One. Now we'll be distributing one Generation Zero, and that's valued at around $5,000 today, in terms of the floor. And Generations One can cost around $1,000, even more. So we'll be distributing those as well. So you do have the option of buying an NFT for $85 and getting an NFT that is worth $5,000. Hopefully, as someone will be the lucky winner of that.
It will be actually purely based on luck, is it?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's also important to be on luck, obviously, because we don't want to.
Because some projects, right? They have a different kind of packs, like the normal pack, the golden pack, or whatever, a diamond pack or whatnot.
Yes. So what we're basically doing is like a mystery box sale. You'll be receiving a box that has an NFT in it, and once you open the mystery box, you'll be able to see the NFT that you won within the sale. So obviously, this is first come, first served, of course, but we don't want to give more value to the first users that participate because, for example, we wanted to have a luck factor involved. So even if you're the last person to buy an NFT in the sale, you can still win the Generation Zero, as the reveal only happens after the sale is over.
Okay, then one more thing can I ask? Now, I mean, I think this one will be more to the stuff from crypto.com. So, now example, today I've sold an NFT, for example, $2,000, right? It's still in my account. Can I just use this money inside to purchase tomorrow, or do I need to do it directly from the app?
Yeah. So I've got your back there. If you search in Google crypto.com pay FAQ, it's going to bring you up to a page that will show you all of the cryptocurrencies that are able to be used. Now, normally there is about 24 different cryptocurrencies that people can use, from Bitcoin to CRO to Ethereum. But for some countries, there is limitations on the usage of stable coins like USDT and other US dollar stable coins. So I would just take a look at that list there. As long as you have one of those cryptocurrencies in your crypto.com app, you are able to use crypto.com pay to purchase.
What I actually mean, right, is that now we are already trading on the exchange. So let's say for today I sold something and I haven't withdrawn from the NFT. There's the balance page there. I do have some balance available. So am I able to use that balance to purchase directly, or I have to go through a whole process of depositing in fresh funds for it?
No, you're good. You can actually use that account balance if you have sold NFTs on the platform.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I think that'll be all. Thank you for patiently answering my questions, guys.
Sure, Minister.
Thanks,
great.
man.
Really great questions. I think it brought great value to the other participants as well, the other listeners. So great questions, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Minister. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to try Ari again. Ari was unfortunately rugged last time we pulled him up, but fingers crossed this time. Ari, do we have you here?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Sorry.
Hey, good.
I always think the common joke. Twitter likes to rug when value's being provided. They don't want us to win.
Where you get alpha,
How's everybody doing today? You guys having a good afternoon?
Absolutely.
Super great. Thank you. How about you?
No complaints, man. Honestly, like I said, every day in this space is always a nice, interesting little learning curve. I got into the space a couple of years ago doing like payment solutions for a lot of cannabis companies that were looking for integration, and it's taken me down a pretty interesting journey on now we help people launch NFTs. We help, Fortune 100, Fortune 500 integrate into Web3. And, my common question for guys that are building platforms such as yourselves is, how was the planning process in your initial community build, important or different than anyone else that you've seen? Meaning, when you guys were doing your initial process of building out the game, establishing your community, what main key factors were you guys looking for in terms of, community members that could help you build and grow and not FUD the project, essentially?
So I'll divide the answer into three. First of all, we proved our product market fit really early on. Basically, our project was born out of the mind of our CEO Umberto, and basically what he did, he had like his first vision. He created a landing page for Kryptomon for what he's planning on building. And then he spent around, I think it was 200 euros on Facebook ads, just, targeting generally people that are interested within Pokemon and those type of genres. And he has a newsletter, let's call it a Stay Connected page, where you input your email and you can register for further updates. And he got 80,000 hits, 80,000 people
Interesting.
registered.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was like the first understanding that, whoa, we have something interesting here that people are really interested in participating in. That's the first thing. When we talked, when we started building our project, we were always community first. When we were building, we're not building for ourselves, right? Because what we were thinking is the good thing that should be built might not necessarily be the thing that our community is interested in. Due to that fact, we've been actively enabling or engaging our users with different designs. So they're always part of the process. And
And
of
it's
course, the third thing that, sorry, I'll just finish and let you finish up, Maurice. The third thing is that we're also enabling our community members to actively be recruited to Kryptomon. So I can say that today, many of our employees today are community members in the past.
Love
They
that.
were highly active, highly engaged, really wanted to be part of it. So we involved them.
Yes, and it's yeah, everything, and especially also until now, it's an iterative process. So we are not building a product, as you are seeing a product, but actually we are building users. So it's very important for us to listen to the community and how can we serve that community and how can we manage those expectations. And so it's really important to listen. And that's why, these intrinsic motivated community members can also participate in our project. And we have grown really. We started with 2 persons. I think now we are working with almost 40, 50 people. Yeah, it's really, it's special to see how this remote working, so to say, and this decentralized way of working and people are participating and build this product. Yeah, it's special.
I love it. I love it. And one other thing I wanted to ask is we're currently building a mobile style game that can be converted. I know you said that you guys were using something on Unity. My curiosity would remain on the side of integration, in terms of integrating wherever again, I don't know where you guys are hosting your game or anything like that. So I'm curious on how you're going to be integrating the mobile game as far as points or coins or that sort of integration, and how you're tying it all together to your mainstream game.
Yeah, so basically, in terms of how we're building it, the token within the game will also be our native token. So when you're actively participating within our ecosystem, on the mobile version, you'll basically be earning our Kmon tokens or be spending our Kmon tokens. Just for you as a participant, it will only look as a regular, coin within a game that you play on mobile. So it does have real value, and you'll be able to withdraw those tokens into your MetaMask, for example, and liquidate them wherever you want, either by PancakeSwap or by sending them to exchanges and liquidating them there. So,
See, but that doesn't concern you in the fact that if people have unlimited accessibility to the game, meaning if there's no barrier of entry for someone to play the game without owning the NFT, what's stopping somebody from going in and playing the game, earning the coins, and then dumping?
Of course. Sorry, I thought that's a prerequisite. So if you want to participate within the game, you'll have to own an NFT. So if you want to play the Tamagotchi phase and the player versus environment later, you'll need to own an NFT for it. However, when you're participating in the treasure hunt, that is like Maurice's baby, you don't necessarily need to have an NFT. You can have for example, a whitelist from a whitelist invite from another participant or whitelist yourself. And for that, you don't need to own an NFT. And for those type of rewards, so it's either the loot boxes that you receive while participating in the treasure hunt, but also if you want to participate within the game and play the Tamagotchi and win rewards, you basically need to own your own NFT for it.
So through the mobile game, you guys will have a collab land bot or something similar that will validate the wallet holding an NFT.
Yes.
Okay.
I won't go into like tech specs right now, especially when we're after our time. But yes, basically this will be enabled.
I'd love to, Amit. I'm gonna jump down, but I'd love to connect with you guys on the side. And
sure, no problem.
Talk a little further for sure.
Sure, man.
No problem.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thanks you for
Ari.
the time up here, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thanks, Ari, man. Great questions.
Likewise. Thanks, man.
All right, guys. I just wanted to ask quickly how you guys are doing for time. We have 2 more requests currently that we could get through if you guys are not on a big time crunch, but I know you know how our industry is.
Sure thing.
Okay. Cool, guys.
No worries.
Right on. Actually, it's dropped down to 1, so we're going to bring up Just Trader for our last community question here. Just Trader, I know you've been waiting for some time, so thank you for your patience. How are you doing today?
Hey, hi. I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Great, thank you. Thanks for coming up.
So just one question actually. So basically I work, full day, like, 9 to 6 job. So I was wondering, how does this benefit this, this gaming NFTs actually benefit a person like me? I just need to see, like, if I buy this NFT, will it help me, on the long run? Can you just give some, insight on that?
Yeah, sure. So when you're working at a 9 to 6 job, and I think that even when I'm working, I wouldn't even consider it a 9 to 6. It's a 9 to 9 job working at Kryptomon. But I was always an avid gamer, and gaming was always part of my lifestyle. And even when I'm working full time, I still find an opportunity to play after I finish work. So it's either I play usually first person shooters, strategy games, MMORPGs. So I'm involved like in all types of games, and when we're looking at Kryptomon, we basically want this to be a game that people enjoy on their off time. So you're also playing, and basically when you're participating in most games today, and at least those that cost money to participate, to buy the game itself, then basically you're buying your edition of the game, so you'll be able to play it endlessly. And by buying the Kryptomon, this is like your entry ticket to the game itself and the Kryptomon universe, but you also have the ability of earning some form of revenue from participation within the ecosystem. So it's this type of game where you're also able to monetize your time, not only spending money in order to play, but also being able to generate revenue from playing.
Okay. Will there be any staking platform or anything like,
Yeah, so we're trying to build everything in house. So we built a staking page on our website where token holders are able to stake their tokens and participate in a weekly lottery where the winners of the lottery will receive NFTs. We've been doing that for several months now. We've had around, I think, 30 or 20 or 30 weekly lotteries by now. We do have significant amount of tokens already staked there by our participants, around I think $3 to $4 million worth of tokens. And basically they're winning NFTs on a weekly basis, but also by staking the tokens, they receive what is called candies. And candies are assets that they can use within the game itself to buy assets, to buy loot boxes, to use them to treat or take care of your Kryptomon. And basically, you do have a staking function. If we'll go live with some sort of NFT staking for the NFTs themselves, we'll be definitely be sharing that with the Crypto.com community as well.
Okay, thank you. And last question, actually, like, so when you say staking, like, so will Crypto.com will be connected to your the website at that time?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I didn't quite hear you there.
So basically, if I buy an NFT, it will be in the CDCA platform, right? Will there be any option to connect that to the crypto mon?
So when you purchase the NFT itself, you'll purchase it through Crypto.com NFT through the sale that we're running on our platform.
Oh.
But then externally, you'll be able to use this Kryptomon in the Kryptomon game kind of through these guys' website.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, no worries, my friend.
Sure
Thank
thing.
you. Thanks for coming up. All right, guys. Well, that's perfect. That is going to bring us to the end of our community question period today. I apologize. I know there are a couple people who have requested still, but we're a little bit over our time limit today, so we are going to close things up. But Maurice and Amit, if there's anything that you guys wanted to note just before we close today, this would be your time to do it.
I just want to mention that we have a very interesting period coming up. Our next few months are really, super active, and we worked a lot and very hard for it for what is coming the next month. So keep following us because we have a lot to release.
We're really excited about this partnership, and we really hope that the users of Crypto.com will be able to benefit and enjoy the game that we're actually building. And we're really humbled for this opportunity to participate. Thank you.
Great, guys. Well, a big thank you again to you folks for taking the time during what I'm sure is a very, very busy time for you guys with the drops coming up and, the game development moving forward. So thank you for taking the time to spend that time with our community here. And, an even bigger shout out to our community for showing up and supplying us with some really awesome questions that we got some really great talking points out of. I just want to reaffirm once again, we couldn't do what we do without you guys. So thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Really thanks and appreciate that you were having us.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much. Thank you, everyone who participated.
Yes.
Thank you, Damien.
No worries.
Thank everyone.
Right on, guys. So until next time, thank you once again. Have a great end to your Tuesday. And do not forget that Kryptomon is launching tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Crypto.com NFT. So until then, I'll meet you guys in queue, and take care, everybody.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.